What does 8,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms and 6.5 baths look like? Moving on down is bedroom number 5. Bedroom number 5 is on the other side of this full bath we just looked at. It shows out to the front. And here we are in one of the biggest rooms of the house, which is a sunroom. Now, if you remember from the earlier video of the first floor, we had the chef's kitchen, the breezeway, and then the garage. Well, we are directly over all of that right now. The breezeway sits right about here. Big open air, you can see both sides of the property. Really cool spiral staircase right out this door. I'm not gonna make Gavin go down it, but it's a pretty cool feature. Not many houses have a spiral staircase. Then on the other side of the sunroom is bedroom number 6 and bathroom number 6. Now this room is huge. They actually have it set up with 2 beds. This is a queen and a king. It has its own full-size bathroom right there. And another cool feature about this room, besides the fact that it opens up to 3 sides of the house, is it has its own little balcony. I want us to step out here. I want to talk a little bit about the property while we're on this level. You'll notice a couple of things. One, the house does have a generator. It has a buried propane tank. And then the thing you see on the left right there is basically a wood-burning stove. And this house is set up with geothermal heat. What that means is, in the wintertime, he can throw some logs in that, get it going, and there is water that is continuously pumped through the house, small tubes, takes it through the house, and it heats the house throughout. So it cuts down on your energy costs. The house does have a furnace. It actually has 3 HVACs and a couple of split units. So there's plenty of things that are going to heat and cool the house. This he had installed to just be a more cost efficient, and it's pretty cool that it's a geothermal setup. Another great feature of this house is the fact that it has tons of storage, and that storage includes a huge walk-up attic. The attic literally runs the whole length of the house, and the homeowner, who's also the designer of this home, designed the attic so that the ductwork, the HVAC doesn't get in the way, it's not under your feet. He purposely designed it so it would be out of the way so you'd have plenty of storage. I'm gonna go up first, Gavin, because I don't think the lights are on. Let's go. Gavin, make sure you come this way, stay on the boards, but tons of space that way. They don't even have much things up here, but this attic just keeps going and going and going. It goes on down that way, and then right here, this space, it's just a tech closet. So security, Wi-Fi, cameras, all of that stuff, you can have it set up here. It's out of the way. It has automatic cooling from the AC. Yeah, now you can see how far that goes down. Hey, we're not gonna stay up here long because it's 90 degrees outside, which means it's like 110 up here. So let's get out of this attic. Okay, we've seen the attic, we've seen the upstairs, we've seen the main level. Now let's head down to probably my favorite space because it's a game room. So let's go down and check out the last little bit of this awesome house. Cool thing about this space is that it opens up to the backyard. So it's a complete walkout. Of course, you have your billiard table, another couch. Here's that fireplace that I mentioned earlier, again with the same marble, the built-ins, just solid craftsmanship. And speaking of craftsmanship, one of the things I want to point out about this house is that the builder purposely built this house on 10 inches of concrete slab. That is definitely not what you get typically. You definitely don't get that with a new build, but 10 inches of concrete slab. And then he also, in the corners of the house, put steel beams. So the house is basically indestructible. It's hurricane proof, it's storm proof. It has definitely lasted the past, 20 years or so. And if you take a close look outside, there is no settling. You don't see any of the bricks or the mortar shifting or things like that because this thing is on a solid foundation. Now, I mentioned there was one room that has carpet, and here it is. This is the gym slash office that they have set up. Has, of course, a built-in work area, desk, shelves to the left, and you get to look out to the backyard. Downstairs has this little secondary area that's already been plumbed and has electricity for a wet bar. You could totally put in a full-size bar here. It already has the track lighting. You've got wiring and everything for TV in the corner. And then there is a full bathroom down here. So if your guest or your family or your friends, whomever is over, if they cannot find a place to take a shower or go to the restroom in this house, then there are so many other issues that need to be addressed. So we started our tour on the front porch and in the front door, and so we're going to end it coming out the lower level back door and the back patio. This house has such stunning features, and I think one of the main features that is the highlight is the back of the house. Now, not many homes you can say that about, but the back of this house is absolutely stunning, and you should see it at night. So I encourage you to go to the link down in the comments or in the description and look at the listing photos that we took of this house. Those are not AI, by the way. We actually had the photographer come back in the evening and take pictures of the house with it fully lit up with all of the outdoor lights that they have set up on, so that you can really see what this house looks like and the beauty that it has, not only on the inside, but also on the outside. 12 acres of land, actually it's over 12 acres of land. And one of the key features that I want to point out, the owner is a very smart person, and he specifically put the house on 2 acres of property, and then we're including 10 acres of what would be agricultural land around it. So you're not paying property tax on that extra 10 acres. So if this is a house that you want to know more about, or if you have questions about what you've seen, or you just want to comment on how awesome this house is, let me encourage you to do that. Drop a line below and let me know what you think. I'm David Jones, and I'll see you in the Upstate.